backhand sides, shout backhand sides.
Having a haircut today, Benny?
Weasel's going on holiday. Cat Weasel's going away. I got shot. I'm Ben.
I'm Emily.
And this is our furry friend Alan.
We all live full-time on board our 56-foot narrowboat.
Join us on our travels as we explore the UK canals and rivers.
So we're going to go and have a walk around Orewas, and Benny's having his hair cut because he tried cutting it himself the other day and just took a nice big chunk out of the side.
It's time to get a professional job.
Hello. That is a very cute little cottage. Benny, can you just stand next to it for size reference?
Orewas is one of the oldest recorded communities in the Midlands. It sits on what was a medieval packhorse route that took salt from Cheshire to London and East Anglia. The name of the town is derived from Old English and means alluvial land growing with older trees.
I think there's an art festival happening this weekend here, so I imagine it's something to do with that. Looks like a good pub. I wonder how often they have to redo the thatch. Right, this is where Benny's getting his hair trimmed. See you in a bit. Benny's had his hair cut.
Short, backhand sides, backhand sides.
Oh my god, are you trying to be in a boy band now?
Boy band time now. Said just make sure it's going to grow out nice and big and strong, and he said yeah, this is going to grow out nice. Anyone who's committed to watching this channel is going to see live stream my hair growing back down to here. It's quite a swish look, so I'm going to have to go a bit wilder on the dress sense to compensate.
Right, let's carry on our tour of Orewas, shall we? This place looks incredible. The main problem is now I look even more scruffy. Maybe I should get my hair done.
Do you want short back and side?
I don't want short back and sides, although it's kind of tempting. Apparently the blue and white is to do with the Staffordshire pottery, so it's just their theme this year. Well, we can't go now. We can't go. We're gonna have to wait, aren't we? We were gonna be heading off, but
yeah, we've got to come and see what it's like.
Definitely.
Alpaca and goat walking.
Oh my. So we're getting back to the canal now.
Hello.
It's ignoring you, Benny.
No running with fish.
Look, there's a record shop boat. It makes art from the records. That's cool.
Or it was, or it is, or
There's
it will be.
There's loads of space here, and it's a really nice bit. So we're going to quickly go get the boat and move here because it's a 14-day mooring as well. So it'll be nice to be away from the main road, and we'll be right next to our little van that's parked up here as well. Excuse me. What are you doing on there? You're not allowed on the work surface. Come on. Oh, but that little face. Okay, time to get off now. We're moving the boat, Alan.
We're making a quick move because we found a quieter spot more in the centre of Orewas, so just getting it moved while there is that space. We were right next to an A road, so it was quite noisy at like 6 in the morning, so this will be a bit quieter. Squeezed in and now they've all left, so there's a massive space.
That was good practice, wasn't it? There was literally about 6 inches either end of the boat. Right, we're gonna go get some lunch now, and good thatch in there. It'd be good if you could get a thatched cratch. Alright, let's try it in here. Hungry and excited.
She's pleased.
They're veggie gyros, so it's like a wrap with chips and stuff.
Yeah, excellent chips, actually.
Looks rather old.
It does. This is All Saints Church. A church has stood on this site since 822 AD. The current building has been modified and added to over the centuries.
Just turned this corner and there's our boat. Wasn't expecting that. That was easy to find a way back.
The wine, it's not wine yet, but the fruit juice from what we foraged has been steeping for 2 days. So now we're going to get the fruit out of it, get it in this demijohn, and then add some yeast to it and get a valve on top.
Should be pretty entertaining watching you try and do it with that tiny bit of Hessian. Not Hessian, whatever it's called. Why don't you ladle it in?
The thing is, it's settled to the bottom, so I'll just
Look
do...
at that. Oh, it smells really good.
Yeah, it's gone nice red.
Oh, crikey.
A few elderberries dancing round. I do have a larger sparge bag, but I can't find it. So this will have to do. So now we're getting to the thick stuff, so I'm going to do this with a lid. This is what I do when I make pasta. Oh, it looks quite quite syrupy actually, doesn't it?
It looks a lot lighter on the camera. It's really dark. Is it tart?
Very. Cool, and I need to find the wine yeast. Just got a bit of a yeast problem.
Ugh.
Do we use beer yeast, bread yeast, or just wait and go get some other yeast?
Basically, Benny can't find the wine yeast.
We're going to have to go get some wine yeast. Because although I thought we had some, we do not. And you can't use bread yeast because the alcohol will kill bread yeast before it gets to the strength that wine is. Alan's looking for wine yeast, but it doesn't just grow out the towpaths. But we won't tell her that.
Thanks for looking, Alan. Right, so where are we going to go? Wilco's in
be fine.
in
They
Burton.
sell brewing stuff. So it looks like this has started fermenting on its own. This elderberry, blackberry, wild plum concoction, which we're trying to turn into a wine. But this morning...
You went to Wilco's, didn't you?
Went to Wilco's and they'd sold out. When I was in bed, I heard a distant bubble.
It is very slowly fermenting, isn't it?
I don't think
we'll catch.
I think it'll start getting going, yeah. So I might leave it for another day and see if it gets some momentum. Because, yeah, if it does, then we don't need to put any yeast in it because it'll have its own yeast in there. It's definitely glugging more. Yeah, it seems like the fermentation is starting with just the natural yeast.
Good work, Benny. Master brewer.
Just come for a little walk through Orewas and found this cool art on a bridge. A really nice bit of river. Just having a reflective moment and thinking about how on our boating journey has been such an insight into towns and villages on the way, how each one is individual or maybe the same, and how people are in the different places. It's been such an interesting journey that I don't think we could have seen it quite the same any other way. So I do feel lucky. It's exciting to feel like there's still so many more places for us to go and check out and to visit and get an idea of. because of all the closures that's happening with the shortage of water or other works that are happening on the canal. We're really having to think hard about where it is we're going to go as autumn and winter starts to get a bit nearer. Getting on and off the boat and doing the locks and cycling back, you see it from like a ground level instead of driving around or getting the train or whatever. You know, you get this vision of what it might have been like to actually travel by foot across land, and it's incredible. It's empowering to know that it's possible to do, and that you could pack a tent and walking gear and a load of food and just like explore that way, tramping about, I guess how people used to, and up until not that long ago. Pretty sure George Orwell wrote a book about that. It's pretty nice to see a healthy looking river flowing strong. How awesome is that? Nearly dinner time for you and me. Yeah, a little bit of that.
We're having spaghetti meatballs. Thanks, Benny, for cooking again.
And tomorrow there's a craft fair on, so we're going to go have a wander around there tomorrow and see what we can see.
We are really low on water because the last time we filled up, which was at, was it Fradley?
Yeah.
Yeah, the tap there was really slow. We didn't really get much water.
And there was a half-an-hour time challenge on it as well.
So we'll probably have enough for maybe tomorrow, and then we will probably move on Sunday, do you think? The water point is actually just round the corner, but the spaces here are a little bit few and far between.
It's got very busy today. Yeah.
Everyone's turned up now. Oh yeah. So it's Orewas art fair. It's the craft fair today. I can hear Morris dancing, I think. So that's good.
What did you get?
Well,
Will you show me who you've got?
this little guy.
You okay in there? Orewas Art Festival's on all week. We're likely to get going tomorrow, but we might have another look around. There was a really nice craft fair today, as you saw. But yeah, it's on all week. There's loads of workshops and things. It's all booked up already. We've just kind of turned up out of the blue, and it's a lot of booked things like llama walks, learn how to sing and do poetry. All really nice stuff.
Alan, are you enjoying that or despising it? I can't tell. Who's purring? Benny, I think she wants more cuddles. We went back to the fish and chip shop and got some chips for dinner. Chips and mush peas. And then we're going to go for a little walk.
Bring a fork.
I did bring forks, yeah. And ketchup.
You.
And water.
Way down it is.
Maybe we'll get some on the way back then.
You got it all, it's right there. You got it all already.
Hello, my friend.
Right, we're going to get some more elderberries for elderberry and clove cordial.
Look at that tail. Such a head of hair.
I think it's a girl. No, it's a boy. Oh, off he goes. He's had something spiky.
He's got metal hooves on.
We're back, Alan. Have you missed us?
In the toolbox.
Never seen you in there before.
It's like a bathtub.
Why are you in there? Good morning. We're both feeling a bit tired today. The cat kept us awake last night. I don't know why she was being such a pain. Anyway, that's why I feel like I'm losing my voice as well. We have completely run out of water, so we're going to have to leave Orewas. It's really, really busy here with boats because of the art fair. So once we've got water, I don't think we're going to be able to find anywhere to moor up afterwards. So we're going to have to keep going.
There is a space just there, so we might not actually have to leave Orewas quite yet.
Wow.
You know they're going to come past, don't you?
£1 ice cream. Wow.
So this is the third cushion for the pull-out bed that we have through there. We want to put it on a little rack so it's raised off the floor to keep dust off it and just for general tidiness, neatness.
It's pretty annoying, isn't it, that it's just like on the floor.
Some little rack thing to put on it. Emily's just pointed out. I already made something that I can adapt to use for that, like a little latchy hook type thing. Because I'd made a load of shelves for a boat shop that we were going to do.
You made about
like shelves,
nearly 5
pallets.
sets of
They
shelves.
fold flat, they hook onto the boat, onto the handrail on the top. But we decided we're not going to do it.
So that's one of them that's half made.
We've got loads of spare wood, which is great for things, but...
So yeah, just a tiny explanation about the boat shop. We'd been planning to do it since we got the boat, hadn't we, really? But we decided we were a bit too busy for doing it. We've got the business that we run from the boat. We're both just quite busy, aren't we? You're busy with music and work.
I think we just realised that to commit to making a boat shop work properly, we would be kind of run off our feet, try to sort it out, and it would be taking on too much, as well as like the space in the boat that we're sort of struggling with. We've had stock waiting for ages. We've took up all the space, so with every corner, every nook and cranny is full of stock.
It seemed to make so much sense because I make stuff, Benny makes stuff, my dad makes stuff. We've got loads of friends that make things. So
we've had our own market businesses before and worked loads of markets, so it seemed like the natural thing to do. The idea of doing it on the boat seemed great, but I think the reality for us is like we've got enough on our hands doing what we're doing, so to take on another business is would be pretty silly, really.
So that's the story of why we have
a nubbin.
It's gonna be a quick fix for an annoying situation. Benny's favourite item, the workbench. He was doing all of the making of the furniture for the boat on... Well, what were you even using before we got the workbench?
Just doing it all on the stern here.
Oh yeah, using this. So Benny built most of the furniture in the boat and he did it all on across here. So
then we
invested.
Big upgrade.
It was only 20 quid, wasn't it?
Yeah. To just create, these are like a bracket, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that shorter, screw it onto that, screw the other one on the other side, screw that into the wall,
and then the cushion can just sit
in that.
In there.
Yeah, it's not like a pro carpentry job. If you're not confident, just scavenge some pallets and get going. You don't have to be an expert to achieve a result. That's
we know it's not going to
isn't it?
look incredible, but it's what we need, and it's the wood we've got.
I'll paint some flowers on that.
Okay, so there's some more of the shelves that we were talking about that Benny's made. We're in a sort of quiet place, so we don't want to use any power tools at the moment.
It's alright, it's fun rubbing down pallets.
Benny's favourite thing to do.
Pallet planks.
The finished article. When we've got some time, or when we're moored somewhere,
Those,
we'll make
those off.
When I keep saying we, but I mean Benny.
We paint a nice big something nice in the middle there.
Yeah, we'll get the sander on that at some point when we're not in the middle of Orewas, surrounded by lots of boats.
So if we do it like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll definitely
So
stay in.
Sit in and it's
Yay!
kind of it's pinching it as well.
Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, I'm so happy about that being off the floor. And it tucks in under the gunnel here a little bit. Oh, brilliant. So these are the gates that, obviously, there's one. And that one goes there. When we got the boat, it was already off. I don't know what they'd done. Maybe they'd caught it and it's like snapped off. Big heavy pieces of steel sheet. And we got some more hinges. And we're gonna put them back on. Or it back on.
Inside. So that's gonna be like that then, is it?
Yeah, and they line up perfectly with the holes that are already
small
there.
hole.
For now, we'll just have to use little bolts, won't we?
Yeah. I think they'll line up good enough that they'll go in.
Great. So this is where Benny and the drill end up in the canal.
There's one screw hole in the boat on the bottom.
One for the engine, and two from the
It's on.
Thanks to a very lovely
But I think
boat neighbour.
when the towpath's on the other side, we'll drill out a couple more holes for the lower hinge and get it on even better.
It works.
It's on. We got lent some bolt parts from neighbour, which was really nice. She just came out and offered some bits, so that was great. Goodbye, Orewas. Now on to a river section.
We've just left Orewas. We don't actually know where we're going. We don't know how far we're going to get. We really want to do some proper cruising, but the thing is, we need to get our drive plate sorted in Burton upon Trent. They're closed until like the 29th of August, so today's the 23rd. We've got to try and figure it out. Obviously we can go past and turn around and then turn around again or whatever, but so yeah, we're just going to see what happens. But yeah, we've kind of got itchy feet to get moving a bit, really. We really, you know, we've been in Orewas for about a week, so yeah, we'll just see where we get to.
Thanks so much for watching, and if you haven't done already, check out our other episodes. And please remember to like and subscribe to follow us on our travels. See you next week, bye!